Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream with myself and my good buddy and sidekick, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Thank you, Brooke, for coming on. As always, pleasure having you on with us.
No worries.
Today, before we get in today's main topic, the big changes coming to Thailand, wait till we get a few more people on, because if not, everybody's going to ask me to repeat it, and it's quite a lengthy one today. So start off by today's weather. Today in Thailand was 35 degrees and sunny, beautiful day in Celsius. What's that in Fahrenheit, Burke?
Oh, 90 something.
High 90s?
And
close to 100?
No, mid 90s.
What is it? Double it, add 30? 70 or 30, 100? Yeah, about 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Don't make
it
me
was
laugh.
Nice and warm. You get used to the heat.
Yeah, so we'll say a couple of hellos. Give me about 5 minutes, and then we'll get straight into it.
Tony Montana says, I've not been well the last couple of days, so I checked in at the hospital. They gave me some antibiotics, wanted me to stay overnight. I said, I'm feeling a little better. They said it's a type of bronchitis, so I'm stuck at home.
Get better soon. Take some cough medicine, buddy. That'll help with that.
Yeah. Chest thing. Probably that vaping's not helping that, Tony. Terry Fallon from Bancroft. Good morning, evening from Connie and Terry in snow capital of Canada, Bancroft, Ontario.
And thank you, Terry and Bonnie, for coming on and joining us. Connie, sorry, and thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Good morning, Mike.
Heath McDaniel says, good evening, morning from Southeast Tennessee. Hopefully this is a good change they're doing.
Some will say it's good, some will say it's bad. You'll find out in about 3 minutes time.
Nomad Jack, good evening, CBD gang.
Good evening to you too, Jack, and thank you for being a channel member.
Tommy Lee, the Tominator. Look at that smile. Good evening, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Good evening, Tommy.
And there's Alpha. Happy Songkran. Thai New Year, everyone.
Yep, it is going to be a busy Songkran here in Thailand. It's starting on the 13th, and it's going through to the 20th.
They were out today.
Final big day. Yeah.
They were out today with the water.
Yeah.
Binny, happy Songkran. I'm missing it, but we'll be there next Friday for the last few days.
Oh, we'll get through. Good luck getting through traffic here, Benny. Yeah. It's going to be a nightmare.
Johnny Blaze, Sawadee, Pimai, happy Thai New Year.
And happy Thai New Year to you too, Johnny.
Heath McDaniel, now there he did. He did the calc. Yeah. 38 degrees right now with a high of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Trade ya. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit cooler. Oh, a little bit warmer here. Yeah, because you're in Fahrenheit there, Heath. Blakester Drums.
Blakester Drums. Happy Songkran, gents. Hoping to enjoy it firsthand someday soon.
That would be a pleasure to have you out here with us, Blakester, and thank you for being a channel member, having the badge next to your name. Last two.
Gary Dudick. Hi, Cooper. I finally got here.
Welcome home, Gary.
Yes.
And last one goes to
Julie Perkins. Hi to everyone from Bang Saray.
And thank you, Julie, and thank you for coming on and joining us. And Julie's birthday today, so happy birthday to you, Julie. Wow. Our channel moderator, Darlene, just sent me a message saying it's Julie's birthday today. So happy 30th to Julie.
Yeah.
She'll get a kick out of that. Right, let's get into today's live show. We've got a few more people on here. What's it all about? Right, well, Thailand used to have, prior to 2019, a landing card on the airplane. Some will remember that have been here prior to 2019. It was called the TM6. It was a rectangular card. It was a landing card. They give it to you about 30 minutes before you land, and everybody was scrambling for a pen, and you got to get it filled out. If not, you'd go to immigration and you'd stand at this little cubicle where they had the little tiny pens that you can use that were attached to a wire, and there's a line of 50 people waiting to use the same pen. That's what it used to be. Then they stopped it all because of COVID, obviously. Now they're bringing it back, but they're doing it online. And what they've called it is the DTAC.
TDAC.
TDAC, yes, which is the new digital arrival card, Thailand Digital Arrival Card, TDAC. The website for it is called tdac.in.th, and I will repeat that a couple of times during the live stream. Now, all this information came out about 2 weeks ago. Bunch of YouTubers decided to jump on the line, wanted all the 100,000 views, from the public anxious. What the heck's going on? And they sort of preempted the gun, and they got a lot of the information wrong. I'm waiting until 2 weeks before it comes out, and I've got all the information and updates. So you'll hear it here first, folks. And so you go to the website and you fill it in prior to flying to Thailand from May the 1st. How soon can you do it? The website is a little bit ambiguous. It says 3 days before. And it's worded that you can do it no later than 3 days before. What it means, and I have correction on it, I've spoken to Mr. Singh. He's spoken to his immigration friends at Bangkok Airport and got back to me, and it means that you have to do it within 72 hours before you fly. Okay, so what sort of information are they going to ask you on there? Now, I went through and I looked at it all today, and even checked to make sure there was no update before we did today's live stream. So what they're going to ask you for, it takes approximately 10 minutes to fill in, and it's the same as your old landing card. So they're going to ask you for your flight details, where you're leaving from, where you're going into, because there's several airports in Thailand. Yeah. And whether you're traveling by air, land, or sea, and your departure details and where you're staying in Thailand. Okay. There are already mistakes with the website. A lot of feedback has come back. And one of the mistakes is, say you're retired in Thailand and you want to when it asks you for your address, your permanent address, where you're living, you can't put Thailand. It's not an option on there. Anywhere else in the world, but not Thailand. So the feedbacks got back to the Customs Department and Immigration Department at Bangkok Airport, and they came back and they've now made it and changed it so it's not mandatory for the return details. You don't have to put them in there when leaving the country. So therefore, you don't have to put your permanent address as Thailand because it won't accept it. People here are here on work visas, people here on education visas, people here on digital nomad visas, retirement visas, business visas, all sorts of wonderful different visas that Thailand has. And you cannot put down that your home address and your permanent address is Thailand. It won't let you. So thank God that is not mandatory. There is another section in there in regards to medical, and this is going to confuse a lot of people. It asks you if you've been vaccinated against yellow fever. Now, does everybody need to rush out and all of a sudden get vaccinated against yellow fever?
The answer is no.
And they list a whole list of countries. Here it is right here of all the countries that need to have the yellow fever vaccination. Okay.
People
And
coming in to Thailand
yes,
need to get this vaccination if they're from one of those countries.
or if you transited through one of those countries,
Oh.
or if you visited one of those countries within 14 days of traveling to Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you've flown through Africa, because all of Africa's on here for the most of it,
No doubt.
and it's a hell of a list. Angola, Benin, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Chad, Congo Republic of the Cote d'Ivoire, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It pretty much covers all the provinces here in Africa. And then it goes into South America. So, for example, Colombia, Ecuador, and places like that. There's quite a list there. Peru's in there, and a few other places. Trinidad and Tobago being another one. That was a little bit of a surprise to me. Argentina, Venezuela, and Paraguay. But there is a heck of a list. And basically, Word asks you if you've been vaccinated for yellow fever. If you click yes, you have to submit proof that you've been vaccinated. So they want the certificate, and you can upload it direct to the website.
Bit of a pain, eh?
Yeah. And if you're not sure whether you may have been one of those countries, you're needed to have the yellow fever, you can click on the I button, which is right next to where you choose yes or no for information, and it'll bring you the full list. Okay, so it's primarily South America and Africa. If you haven't been to one of any part of those areas in the 2 weeks prior to coming to Thailand, you do not have to have a yellow fever vaccination. Okay. Now, who has got to do this? Is the next biggie. Everybody. It doesn't matter what visa you're on. Doesn't matter if you're here on a retirement visa. Doesn't matter if you're here on a business visa, education visa, you work in Thailand, whatever. Every time you leave and re-enter Thailand, you have to do this. Right now, they're saying it's free of charge. Doesn't cost a penny. There's only two exemptions for people that don't have to do it. One is if you're a Thai citizen, you're not required to do it. The other one is foreigners transiting and transferring in Thailand without going through immigration control. So, say you're going to Vietnam and you're changing planes in Bangkok, as long as you're not going through immigration,
you're okay.
At Bangkok Airport, you're staying within the terminal. You're not required to fill one of these out. Now, a lot of countries around the world, there's over 60, actually require these now online. Philippines, for example, you have to do one when you enter the country, and then you have to do one when you leave the country. And then when you leave the country, you have to pay 1,620 pesos airport tax to leave the country.
Money grab.
Yes. Thailand, you do not have to do that. So where it says when you're leaving Thailand, you don't have to fill it out. It's not mandatory. It's not required. It says it on the web page. It's really straightforward and easy, folks. Little bit of the pain in the ass, but I'd rather do it online than doing the old landing card.
What about if you're doing a border run?
Your border run, you still need to do it. Coming back into Thailand.
You won't be 72 hours out of the country.
No, that's the other thing, but it's within 72 hours. So theoretically, you could do it when you land prior to going to immigration. Theoretically, you could. The website recommends 72 hours before you fly. But theoretically, I know not a lot of people are technical savvy, especially the seniors that want to come out here and retire. Maybe they have the old analog phone with the push buttons, who knows, that doesn't have online facility. Maybe they're not so tech savvy. I think there's going to be, you still be able, from what I'm hearing from Singh and other people, is that for emergency purposes, people that can't read, maybe people that are blind, people with learning difficulties or something like that, they can still fill the landing card on arrival. So that's what's being said through the rumor mill right now. Okay, we'll know more closer to the 1st. Now, Darlene and I are flying out tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock to the Philippines, and then coming back tomorrow night, getting the kids, bringing them back to Thailand for a 1-month vacation. And I'll ask one of our immigration friends there that Singh and I both know, and see if I can get a further update on that.
Now, do you have to do that blue card on the plane then?
No more.
The old one?
Nope.
No, you'll be...
The TM6. This replaces the TM6.
I know it replaces, but you're coming back in before May 1st.
Correct. So we won't have to do it anyways.
No, but will you have to do the old style one?
No. They stopped the old style one back in 2019.
Oh, so it's been gone anyways. Okay.
Yeah, so it's been gone for quite a while. And we have our first shout out to give from Roger Lay, bought 3 coffees. See the gang next week. And thank you, Roger. God bless you, brother. Much appreciated. And if you're wondering how we did it, this link right here, this QR code, that's how you buy us a coffee. You scan that with your phone. It costs $5, and it helps support the channel. It's much appreciated.
I think like any of these new systems rolling out, there'll be some bugs.
Yeah.
So, it'll take a couple weeks probably to get it straightened out. But,
So you will get the odd person that'll watch this live stream on a replay, and they'll send in a comment, oh, well, Thailand's becoming too complicated. I'm not going to Thailand anymore. Because, I have to fill out a digital landing card instead of one paper version that you would fill out on the plane.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Come to Thailand. You'll love it.
If you want to go to other Asian countries, they require it too, like Cambodia, Vietnam, and Philippines. So they all require the digital online cards to go in and out the countries.
I had to do one for Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
at the airport.
Now, when you
I didn't even
come
know
in
I had to do that
on this new TDAC, you don't have to fill one going out. It's only for coming into the country, which is handy. You only have to do it the once. And like I said, it doesn't matter what visa you're on. Everybody is required to do it, even myself. There's been a little bit of complaints in the news today about, well, I'm here on a permanent resident visa. People were saying in the newspapers, I'm here on a permanent residence visa. Why do I need to fill it in? I'm the same as the Thai. I'm a permanent resident. They're saying all non-Thais have to do it. Yeah. So mandatory requirement coming in force on May the 1st. So if you're flying to Thailand after May the 1st, you are required to fill this in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody's got to do it. It's free. Like I said, it takes about 10 minutes. Put your passport number in there, your name, your details, your flight coming in, where you're flying from, Boston, whatever, New York, London, Sydney, wherever you're flying from, flying into, Bangkok, your flight number, your passport number, the date of the flight, and where you're going to be staying when you get here. So, i.e., hotel, condominium, whatever you've arranged, you just put that address in there. And we all had to do it on the old paper version, but this time they're asking for yellow fever. I guess there's a yellow fever epidemic going on in South America and Africa right now. So if you haven't been through any one of those countries, you're not required to have a yellow fever vaccination. So let's get on with the show, and I will try and answer any of your comments, any of your questions about anything I may have missed. I'll be happy to go over with it or explain it further in detail to you.
Mark Schaefer, hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Always look forward to your live stream.
And thank you, Mark, and thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
Goldie, Cooper, my guy.
And thank you, Goldie. Much appreciated.
Goldie again, blessings from Texas. We'll be there soon.
Look forward to it, buddy. The more the merrier.
JJ, good evening, CBD. Swati, happy Thai New Year, Songkran.
And thank you, JJ. Happy Songkran to you too, brother.
Julie Perkins, haha, 30 is a good number, Cooper. Thank you. Have had a great lunch, a day lunch at Lunch with the Bang Saray Gang.
And thank you, Julie. Yeah, glad that you had a very relaxing and enjoyable
Quite a
birthday.
whack of them down in Bang Saray.
There are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got about
Nice to hang out.
30 subscribers living down there now,
Yeah.
thereabouts. Yeah.
A little too quiet for my liking, but oh well. Benny, Philippines has the same entry requirement for Australian. Easy app to use.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
good.
only difference, Benny, is the Philippines actually has an app. Thailand, you have to go through the website. And they already know and they're expecting that, 3 days before the 1st of May, it's going to be inundated with people to get in there and try and get this stuff uploaded, and they're expecting delays already. So
for Thailand.
The site, might be overcapacitated.
Sure.
You may have to try again in an hour, whatever. But yeah,
now you're going to the Philippines tomorrow. You mentioned.
Yes.
Did you do that app for the Philippines?
Yep.
Already done it.
Yep.
Okay.
For going to and coming out of the Philippines.
How'd it work? Slick.
Took about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
5 minutes for each one, because you got to do it both ways for going to the Philippines, and then you have to fill out another one for exiting the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you have to pay an airport tax to get out, 1,620 pesos.
Welcome to the
In
Philippines.
Thailand, nothing.
Vincent, hey guys, do you get prepaid or post plan on AIS before arrival? How do you get the plan working before arrival? Do they send you an eSIM?
You can go to their website, ais.th, Vincent, and you can follow the instructions for the online eSIM and register your phone, and it will automatically work the moment that you land. That is one option. Or
that'll
you
be
can
a prepaid plan.
Yes, prepaid.
Yeah.
Once you get here and you've got your retirement visa, then you can get the postpaid plan. But until then, no.
Yeah.
Or if you have one of the physical SIM slots on your phone, you can land in Thailand and they will put the physical SIM in. And they can also do the eSIM for you once you arrive at the airport in Bangkok. Once you've gone out of the arrivals terminal, you'll see a kiosk in front of you, all on the same floor, with all the different cell phone providers here in Thailand. Just walk up to the one that says AIS and they can help you out.
Yeah, Vincent, I just get that prepaid plan. They do everything at the counter for you for the first month, and then you can decide what you want to do after that.
Mm-hmm.
John Johnson, question. What is the latest news regarding opening of bank accounts for retirement visas?
All back to normal, John.
Super.
Anybody that comes here that wants to get a retirement visa can now open a bank account. All the agents are able to do it. It seems to be back to normal.
Back to normal. There you go.
And there are a few agents that can even do it if you're coming here on a tourist visa.
And now Darlena has her own bank account. So does Jackie. So, we've got 4 between us. So not
I just got her one as an emergency.
Same here.
Yeah.
Keep a few bought in it. Benny, I got a Thai bank account on a tourist visa, used an agent, was no problem. I was only in Thailand for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yep. Agents help with that.
Yeah.
Big time. Philip Hunt, Thai CBD. Thanks for the update. I have 2 sleeps and I will be leaving Sydney and arriving in Bangkok, picked up by Mike's Taxi. Good outfit.
Yeah.
And taken to my hotel and jumped in. La Wenta. Life is good.
Yes, it is. La Wenta, buddy.
Okay.
And it would be great to have you out here with us, Philip. And thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
A lot of us use that Mike's Taxi, guys.
Yeah.
It's pretty
one of the
reasonable.
best and cheapest out here.
Alfa Romeo, that name sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah, we know that joke.
Great news. The little food munchkin was just approved for her Canadian visitor visa. Well done.
Congratulations.
Approved on the first application in 2 weeks. Thank you. Thanks, CBD, for the visa agent recommendation. Okay.
You're very welcome. We were there and we sort of helped you through the process. No problem. You're a very good friend, Romeo.
Yeah.
So
he got that all.
It was a
that's
pleasure.
Not the easiest place to get a visa for a Thai. Canada.
No, it's not.
Not so well.
Or
done.
Australia.
Or Australia.
Or England or America. But this agent that we use, they are super fantastic in Pattaya, and they can help you get your foreigner partner a visa.
Yeah, and they did it for Alpha there. So good.
And they've
news
done
on
it
that.
3 times for Darling.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So really good service. I recommend.
Just make sure you don't take that food munchkin to Canada in the winter. She'll leave you. Roger Lay, leaving on a jet plane, 2 days, but who's counting? LV Phoenix Monday, arrive, jumped in on Wednesday.
Leaving
Okay,
Phoenix on
leaving.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger. It'd be great to have you here with us. Leaving on a jet plane. I can't sing. Thank you for having the badge next to your name and being a channel member.
Alchemist, good evening from down the street.
Good evening, Alchemist. Thank you for being a channel
Riviera,
member
isn't it?
and a neighbor. He lives right over here at District Grand.
Oh, District Grand. Okay.
Right behind
yep.
us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Philip Hunt, TDAC starts May 1st, correct?
Correct. Yeah, it starts May the 1st and it applies to everybody. The website is, again, tdac.in.th. Go on there, you register with them, and you put your flight details in, where you're going to be staying, and the health question in regards to yellow fever. Just put no, Philip, because you haven't been to any one of those countries and that are affected, and you'll be good to go.
It's not too early now?
Well, it says 3 days before the flight, but the way it's worded is minimum 3 days before the flight. But people have done it already, and it's been okay. Some people have been rejected, and it comes up with a notification too early. Some people have been able to do it already. So
maybe you got to be traveling in May or something. Yeah. Maybe later they won't let you. El Romeo, happy Songkran birthday, Julie.
Thank you, Romeo.
White Lime, it's all very ambiguous. If I'm in London, change in Dubai, do I list Dubai as a country that I visited in the future and as my country of departure?
You will have to put which country you transited through. That is normal. You used to do it on the old TM6 as well. But Dubai doesn't have the yellow fever, so you don't have to worry about it. It's not one of the listed countries, but yes, anywhere that you change planes with, you have to, it gives you a space there to put that in. But yeah, I had to do it many times on the old one, and you'd be riding there for 10 minutes, you know, and you're doing it on the old little flimsy tray, and the person in front of you is moving their chair, and you're trying to write, and a little bit of turbulence as you're coming down. Pain in the ass. I'd much rather do this digital one. So much easier.
I wouldn't get excited, White Lime. Everything will be fine. So just know that 72 hours before arrival, they'd like 3 days to check you out. So get her filled out. Bajan Baines, Sawadi, BP Mai from Wahim.
And hello, Bajan. Thank you for coming on and joining us, brother.
Toby Price, it's very simple. TDAC, just Google it. The websites are very good now.
And there is also a video, Toby. So when you go onto the website, there's a 3-minute video. You can choose the language from the brackets down below. It gives you English, Russian, Chinese, European languages, you know, several languages. I think there's like over 20 on there to choose from. And it'll come up in your language, and watch the 3-minute video, and it talks you through exactly how to do it step by step.
Bingo. Michael Wise, the website says within 3 days. Sounds like you need to apply it 3 days before.
Yes. Yeah. Within 3 days before departure. Yeah. So, you know, 72 hours minimum before the departure. Maximum minutes before your departure, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, common sense. It'd be tough to them to check you out if you did it 15 minutes before you get on the plane.
Yeah, I would rather do it 3 days before I fly.
Or 4 days, or 5 days. Yeah. Philip Hunt, see you there, Roger Lay.
Yeah, both of you come to the meet and greet on the 22nd of this month.
22nd of April. That's coming up.
Boy.
That's only 12 days or 10 days.
Not long now to the next meet and greet. Yeah.
10 days. Wow. Scott S., greetings from Wahin.
Hello, Scotty. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Got a few down in Wahin. Yozy. It was pretty easy to enter and leave Bangkok Airport last month. Show passport, and that was it. At exit, it was face scan and good to go.
Yep. Yeah, on the exit now, when you go in and out of Bangkok Airport, going out, you can now scan your passport page, and your face barrier opens. Way you go through.
Way you go.
No stamp
Interesting.
through immigration, nothing, just straight
Oh,
out.
making it so
Yeah.
easy now. Eh?
Super quick, super easy. I love it.
Kent Atchison, John Johnson, one-stop Visa Pattaya can do your bank account no problem.
Many of them can, yeah.
Many of them can.
Including Singh. He's very good.
Judy Perkins, thank you, Alpha, for the birthday wish. Rodney, good morning, Coop, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie. I didn't know you were going to be on today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday
Saturdays.
night.
Yeah. Monday,
Another
Wednesday, and
Saturday
Saturdays.
night, and
Yeah.
I got Blakester Drums. If you're having a medical emergency, does Thailand have a 911 equivalent?
Yes, they do. And it's out here. It's I think it's 999, isn't it?
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, I know it's different.
999.
It's different
for
than
emergency.
911.
Yes, here in Thailand.
Yeah, they do have a number. Just not sure. Beachy, I'm late to the party. What did I miss?
I'm not repeating it. Go back and rewind, Beachy. All about the new requirement for coming into Thailand from May the 1st. Everybody's got to go online and fill out a digital arrival card into Thailand.
Basically doing away with paper, getting on to,
Yeah.
digital. Toby Price, I have had to do the Thailand Health Pass because I work in Africa.
Mhm.
Well, there you go. Upload my yellow fever and passport. Never been asked for it, though.
Yeah, you are going to be required to upload your certificate, Toby, from May the 1st. If you're traveling here from May the 1st on the new website, you have to go on there and upload the certificate. If you've been in Africa.
Vincent, is it advisable to let your U.S. bank know that you will be getting a Thai bank account and that you'll be transferring funds there?
I shouldn't see why not. Yeah,
Well,
I think it would be better to advise them because then they know you've been there and you've already pre-authorized it for them, so that way they can put it on the computer system. And when you go to make a transfer, it's not going to get dinged and go red alarm, hacker alert, whatever, possible intruder, whatever, and you don't get your money. I say forewarned is forearmed, and I would definitely advise you to let them know that is the case.
Let them know, and as well as any credit cards you've got with the bank, let them know you'll be out of country, possibly using the credit card.
Yeah.
Because as Coop said, that's a definite flag.
Yes.
If they think you're in the US and this charge comes from Asia, what the hell? That's false.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, letting them know it's advisable.
Yeah, because people do come out here, they don't tell their banks that they're going on vacation or they're coming here to retire, whatever the case may be. They go to use the ATM and they don't get any money out. Worst case scenario, the card gets taken by the ATM too. Bank goes, freeze, take the card. That's not our customer.
Check your expiry dates on the cards, guys. If you're coming for 6 months and it expires in 2 or 3, you got to figure out a way to get you the new card. So get it sent over, I guess.
Yeah.
Just a tip. Philip Hunt, Coops, you can email me your WhatsApp number, can you? So I can contact you when boots on the ground. Promise I won't hound you, but it would be good to have, please.
I'd be more than happy to give it to you when you get here, Philip. I don't use WhatsApp a lot. Very, very rarely use it. What I use over here is Line ID, which is the Thai equivalent of WhatsApp. And I'd be more than happy to give that to you when I see you in person.
I think you got to be face-to-face to exchange WhatsApp.
No, you can just give your phone number and they can add you.
I don't think so. You got to do that scan thing.
No. You're thinking of Line.
Oh, well,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, trust me.
So Line, you got to be face-to-face.
Yeah.
There you go.
To do the QR one, yes.
Freddie Quinn, good evening, CBD. Is there a date yet on when the tourist stamp gets reduced back to 30 days?
Not yet, Fred. They're talking about it. I think they want to get Songkran over with before they think about reducing it. But here's the thing.
So it's still 60 currently.
60 currently.
On arrival.
It was originally set up for 30 odd countries. Then they expanded it to over 60 countries can come in on the same 60-day entry stamp.
Right.
Okay. Which is visa exempt stamp on your passport when you arrive. They're talking about changing it But whether they're talking about changing it for the extras that they added could jump on the bandwagon with the Western world, or they're talking about it for everybody, nobody knows right now. So we're all waiting for updates in the news in regards to that, Fred. So we don't know whether it's going to be for those that were added to the list that were visa exempt on arrival, or whether it's going to be everybody that was on the list entirely. But as and when the news comes out, believe me, I'll be sure to let you guys know.
Do you think it's going back to 30 for sure?
I think it's going to go back to 30, but I think it's only going to go back for those extra countries that they allowed in. And because there's been several problems with them overstaying. And they've caught them hiding out in various places in Thailand, and they've been here for over a year on a 60-day entry stamp and working illegally and stuff like that. So it's given it a bit of a bad repertoire. And I think what the Thai government is looking at is, okay, we shouldn't have extended it to these additional 30 countries. Let's go back to the original.
So it might just stay at 60 for some of the countries.
Yes,
okay.
That's what I'm thinking. And
Time
reading between the lines, I could be wrong. They may say, hell with it, we're making it for everybody.
Yeah,
don't know.
Almost.
But as and when it comes out, I'll be sure to update everybody.
Phil L, Malaysia has a similar one that you complete 3 days.
Most Asian countries do. It's an online requirement.
Yeah.
You have to do it for America too. You have to do it for Australia, Canada, England, Europe. You have to go online and do the digital.
Everything's going digital, Coop.
Yeah.
They're getting away from the paper.
Over 60 countries now.
Yeah. Digital, digital currencies they've got, digital gold they've got.
Bitcoin.
Oh, you are correct, young man. Giorgio McElhaney.
Giorgio, long time no see, buddy.
Yes, greetings from Pradamac Hill. Thanks for the info.
And you're very welcome, Giorgio. Is your daughter still out here with us? I know Leanne is excited and hoping to meet her on this trip. Let us know if she's still out here, because we'll arrange a meetup with the two girls.
Yep. Good to see you, Giorgio. Roger Lay, meet and greet on the 22nd of April, correct. Mike and I will see you all there.
Okay.
That's at Fraser's at 6 p.m. on April 22nd, Tuesday.
Yeah. There you go. Here's a blast from the past.
Kenny Ford, evening, guys. Hope all is well.
Kenny used to work for me in Kuwait.
Really?
Yeah. He used to work for me in Kuwait, and he's still there, working there today. Still out there enjoying the good life and enjoying the tax-free income.
Making the big bucks.
From Uncle Sam for working for the U.S. military out there. And he wants to come out here and retire. He's picking my brain today. And I said, watch the live stream, Kenny. Watch the live stream.
I think you were talking to Kenny on a FaceTime from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was introduced to him.
Yeah, I think you said hello to him. Yeah.
Nice fellow.
Yeah.
Freddie Quinn, Coop, I am looking forward to seeing your cruise videos. Are they coming soon?
Well, we got to edit them, Fred, but we've been exceptionally busy. I've been to the hospital twice this week for my implants. Darlene spent 4 nights in the hospital sick, so we haven't gotten around to it. Then we got to go to the Philippines tomorrow, pick up the kids. But no, the cruise videos and the videos that we made while we were over in Rio, the hotel, the excursions that we went on, and a very wow video I filmed of the beach, Copacabana Beach in Rio, with the girls in the very, very teeny bikinis. I hope I don't get censored from YouTube for uploading that one. But yeah, all of those will be coming out in the next week or so.
Rodney, hey Coop, are you growing a beard?
No, I just I'm one of those.
I thought you were.
I'm one of those ones that I like to be freshly shaved before I fly. Well, we're going to be leaving here about 1 o'clock in the morning to go to the airport. Latest 2 o'clock, because our flight's at 7 o'clock. You got to be there 3 hours before for international flights. So I was going to have a shave and a fresh up shower before we go to the airport. And I thought, right, I'll wait till then and I'll have a shave.
I mean, I got here, he's still in bed, okay?
Bullshit.
He gets up looking like this,
what?
And he doesn't even put on his shirt, okay?
No. I'm not wearing a Hello Tuber shirt.
Well, where's the Hello Tuber shirt?
In the laundry.
Yeah. Phil L., 1155 in Thailand for emergency dispatch service available in many languages.
Ah,
Okay.
1155.
Good to
Is that what
know.
it is?
I
I've
didn't
never
know that.
actually had to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was triple numbers. And when you said 999, I thought that's probably what it is. But no,
I
that's
think 999's England, actually. 911's
okay.
America.
Well,
Yeah.
something different. Yeah. 1155 then, guys. Make a note. Benny, can we buy a house and land yet?
No, but you can buy a house, just not the land. You do what's called a 30-year lease on the land, and you can renew it twice up to a total of 90 years.
Don't do it.
But if you become a Thai citizen, then you can do what the hell you want.
You can buy a condo, Benny.
Yeah.
If it's on the foreign quota, and that's probably the only thing I'd ever tell anyone to look at.
You can actually own the house, just not the land.
Yeah, which
that's but a lot of people do the land lease program.
Now, if you get a Thai woman and she's the right one, and bingo, you're probably okay.
But what I've known several foreigners to do is they're all thinking the same way, become a Thai citizen. What they've done is they bought the house, leased the land for 30 years. Basically, you're paying for the land as well. It's just called a land lease. In other words, the land office will hold the title for you for 30 years. And in the contract, it says that if the law changes or my, in regards to me owning land, the land automatically comes into my name, no additional fees. So people are doing that, becoming Thai citizens, and then transferring the land into their name. Yeah, they're just doing it knowing that that's their plan, that they're going to become a Thai citizen, a dual national, and therefore be able to have the land in their name.
Well,
several people have done it. Singh did it.
In the process, yeah. Philip Hunt, only 10 thumbs up, YouTubers. Let's make Darlene smile.
Only 10? What
you got to be kidding me.
Phillip?
What the heck is going on out there?
That can't be right. That can't be right, Philip. No.
I think it's you.
We got a lot more supporters than 10. Excuse me, still got my cough.
They like it. They just don't like the video.
What video? We're live. So let's have a look and see. 51.
51. Oh, Phil,
51 likes.
You were spreading
Philip, you got me.
Phil has FUD.
But that was at 8:32. It's at 8:40, so it was 8 minutes ago.
Well, that did it, yeah. Okay. Benny, can we get a house, villa, and land, or do we still need lease land? And if leasing land, can we still make changes to the house?
You own the house, Benny. You can do whatever the heck you want. If you want to knock down a wall, you want to extend a wall, you want to make the roof higher, you want to add an extra roof line so it goes over the patio and you're in shade there. You can do all of that. You own the house. You just have to get planning permission like you would back in your home country. Whenever you make changes to a house, you got to go get planning permissions. Straightforward. You just get a guy to draw up a blueprint, architect, and you submit it there. And it takes about 30 days, and they give you permission. Away you go. Get it done. Yeah. But yes, you can. And you can make any changes you want to the house that you so desire. Very, very easy. We know several people that have done that, don't we? Frank has done that, made some big changes to his house as well. And we've got Benny, who bought us 2 coffees, says, thanks, Coop and Brooke, for all the advice you provide. And thank you, Benny. God bless you, brother. So thank you. Much
Benny, I think you'd want to, if that's your intention to do that.
That's my intention.
Yeah, get a hold of a damn good lawyer, someone who's done this before. Better yet, like Frank. Frank's the only guy I've met here that's done this, and
I've met several.
9 years. Well, yeah, you're out more than me.
Yeah,
9 years he's been in that house, or 7, or
9.
A long time.
9 years.
9 years, and neighbors like him, no problem. He's got a Filipino wife. Now he did a company, and I remember what he said. He says, "Brooke, it's the first director that makes the decisions. So eventually, you get to be first director. Put your wife as second director in case something happens to you, and the rest of them probably aren't even alive." But and so it can be done. Is my point.
Yeah, it can be. Legally, that is.
Legally, and he's got a beautiful house.
Oh, beautiful house.
And he fixed it up. It's nice and really affordable.
He only paid 3 million baht for it,
Yeah,
$100,000.
90. Yeah, not even.
Yeah,
So
less than
what? Yeah.
100,000 US,
Oh
and
man,
that's beautiful, big
got
house.
her fixed up nice.
Yeah,
Philip Hunt, sweet Coops. We'll hook up with Line when we meet.
yeah, no
Cheers to you.
problem, Philip.
Yeah. White Line, very easy to apply for a 60-day visa online, and then you can extend to get 90 days.
Yes, you can do
Good to
that too.
know.
That
Yeah.
is another option.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, you can do the 60-day visa on arrival online.
Just to be safe, White
Yeah.
Line says. Giorgio, Julia is in Namibia now. Okay, that's where she spends a lot of the time. She's coming back to Thailand in December to see Dad. She's also looking forward to meeting your kids.
Well, our kids are going to be here in December as well, Giorgio. We're planning on going on a cruise in Asia, starting from Singapore, and goes back to Singapore for Christmas and New Year's. So maybe it might be something that you and Julia might want to join us on, because the kids will be coming too.
Wow.
And we've got quite a few people that want to join us on that.
And I think you said if we get enough couples,
we'll get a discount.
I think I'm going to hop on that one.
Yeah.
And if we get 10 couples, we all get a deal. So
yeah.
Load up. Bill L., the last that I heard, they are not renewing the land lease beyond the 30 years.
They can't. It's all up to who you do it through. If you're doing it through a private landowner, Phil, they can say at the end of 30 years, no, I don't want to do it anymore. What we've been doing is we've spoken to developers doing it. Developers don't want to hold on to any land. Once they sell it, they want to move on to the next project. So they just sign that, yes, okay, you've done it under the land lease, the land office holds the title, and then 30 years later, if you wanted to extend it for further 30 years, you can go back to the developer and get them to sign it again. They don't care. They're already 5-10 projects down the road. They don't care about your little piece of land, and they'll do it for you. The people that have problems have been doing it down in Phuket through private landowners. And they're thinking, okay, well, in 30 years, I get the land and I get the house. And they're not willing to renew it. Those people have had problems, but those that have gone through developers have had no problems so far.
Pat Pong, with all the world stocks low now and the S&P 500 down 17%, which stocks would you buy?
To invest in, all depends. If you're looking for a monthly return on your stocks with dividends, one of the best payers out there is Misty, MSTY. I bought a whack of shares. I got my first Misty check yesterday.
Nice.
So very nice way of boosting up my pension.
And 15% withholding.
15% withholding tax, yes.
Okay, and you are London-based, English-based,
yes.
Right? So but you had to fill out forms, you said.
Just one online form, and it was that quick. It was easy. It took about 2 minutes to fill in.
So I know the U.S. citizens don't have withholding.
They have to file it at the end of April, by April 15th the following year.
But no, there's lots of good stocks. In times like this past week, the good go down with the bad. So I know, Nvidia was a heck of a buy at high 80s. It's over 100 now. But yeah, there's depends what your flavor is. Now, myself, I'm heavy into MicroStrategy, so it's a Bitcoin play. I believe it's undervalued currently, and as well, I picked up some more Tesla this week. Tesla's I think, is going to have a real big run in 5 years.
I hope so.
So
I really do.
Yeah, I kind of focus on those two only, but there's other good deals out there.
Yeah, I like the large dividend players to boost up my pension.
The nice thing
I get disability, but it boosts it up big time.
Well, yeah, these yield max ETFs, a lot of the expats love it because they get that monthly check.
Yep.
And they can count on it. It does vary. It can go up or down. I mean, it's been as high as $4 and as low as $1.30, which was the last one. So, but it will eventually track, I think, MicroStrategy's price.
Yeah.
And as MicroStrategy goes up, the share price of Misty should go up, and the volatility is going to keep going up and should pay more dividends. So interesting times ahead.
A lot of us do it over here.
Philip Hunt, I read today that only 1% of Thailand land is foreign owned. I can believe that.
That's probably about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philip Hunt again, it's because of a law laid down in 1954. Thailand has seen what has happened to many of their neighbors and much more.
And the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
America, Australia, Canada, England, Europe.
Yep.
Anybody can go over there and buy land, even if they're not a citizen. And it's driven up the prices.
Well, I know in BC, a lot of the Hong Kong natives, when they had to get out of there, when the Chinese were taking over, they bought a whack of houses, condos. They don't even use them.
Yeah.
Keep them empty just as an investment.
Yeah.
Pat Pong, what's the update on the Thai bank accounts? If you can't get a bank account, then you can't put your 800K in the bank.
Everything's back to normal now.
Yep.
Yeah, everything is back to normal. That is the latest update. All the agents that I know are able to get you a bank account when they're going through the retirement visa process for you.
Keep your 800,000. Let the agents handle it, is my advice.
Yeah, very welcome.
Pat says, thanks, Alchemist. Bitcoin, here's his investment advice. Bitcoin, good. XRP, and LFG.
Can't say that word out on that.
LFG.
Yeah, you know what it is, but we can't say it.
Mark Schaefer, it seems to me that the way the law seemed to change with the wind, it would be unwise to own anything there that you couldn't walk away from, like a house. What's good today could be bad tomorrow. Mark's a very knowledgeable fellow.
He don't want to buy. That's his choice.
Well, I don't either. I think he's absolutely right. You know,
but
things can change quick in a foreign country.
I still want my own house.
Yeah.
I want to leave it to Darlene and the kids and know that they'll be sorted for the rest of their life.
And when the government says someday, we need more money, where can we get it?
Let's tax Cooper.
No, let's get the expats. Forget the Thais. Let's get the expats.
Yeah.
You're the ones with the money.
Yeah, and watch all the expats disappear in Thailand. Go, come back. Yeah, not going to happen.
Terry Fallon, as always, thanks, gents. Time for me to get busy, so have to go. I hopefully not out shoveling snow. I did hit the like button for Darlene. She is smiling, Terry. Take care.
You too, Terry. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on. Alchemist, Trump will destroy the dollar and economy, so get out now. There's a negative Nelly.
Yeah, some people like Trump on here, some don't. Don't matter. We love y'all.
Things will work out. Don't worry about the dollar and don't worry about the economy. They'll be booming. Alchemist, Tesla is toxic, going down. Oh, no. It's an AI play.
Yeah.
And, it's a long-term hold. So when it does a 10X, Alchemist, you'll say, oh, it's way overpriced.
Oh, yeah, of course. Everybody will. Yeah. Those that didn't get into it. But, yeah, Tesla has got a bit of a bad rap right now because of Elon Musk and his politics and interfering in politics, and I get it. But he's only going to be there for maximum another month. He only signed on for 100 days.
Yeah, something like that.
And that 100 days expires next month.
And he's kind of got things set up where he'll turn it over to people that are trained and know what to look for, why they're looking for it, talking about the Doge department. And he'll be back. But smart man, he's got a lot of irons in the fire, and his companies are doing well.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not just a car company. They're big into AI.
Oh, yeah. The robots, the robo-taxis, battery pack storages are huge. So Pat Pong, Palantir, and SoFi are stocks to look at. Yeah, those are a couple options as well. Alfa Romeo, I know it's not Monday, but I picked up a bit more Bitcoin on the dip. The price was very attractive. Yes, it is. Does Costco sell 50-kilo bags of rice? I'm asking for a little food munchkin. I don't know.
Are you going to ship it from Canada to
Thailand? She's
Thailand?
Going to Canada, so he wants to stock up before she gets there, right?
I don't know. Probably. Go look.
I don't know about 50 kilos. They'll have probably 10 kilos.
Yeah.
Jay Easy at Alfa Romeo. Costco does sell large bags of rice. Well, that's good to know. But the price today may be higher than yesterday due to the Ting Tong Man and his tariffs. Yeah, time will tell. Blakester Drums, if memory serves, Coop is an XRP fanboy. Oh, I don't think he is. Well, in the last hour, it's gone from 206 to 215. Good. By the way, XRP just came out this week, and XRP ETF. Well,
I did hear about that. Yes, you're absolutely right. And no, I want to have a little tinkle with XRP, just a little bit, 1%. See what happens. Hedge my bets.
Save your money. Buy Solana. Alfa Romeo at J Easy, laughing out loud.
And that's it. We got no more comments. That's it. Wow, 55 minutes and
Good.
no more comments. So we'll open it up to open forum. If you guys want to ask any other questions other than the latest news today in Thailand, now is the time to do so. And we'll stick around a little bit longer and answer your questions.
Pet Pong, invest in the fake tan, the orange man, Ting Tong Trump loves it.
And speaking of a little bit about politics, the US dollar currency, going into currencies here, folks, is before the government put a 90-day freeze on the tariffs, the Thai baht to the dollar was at 34.8. It had a high of. Today,
33 and a half, I think.
It is back down to 33 and a half because everything is sort of back to the way it was before. So easy up, easy down. Yeah. And I'll just get a live shot of what it is this second. The US dollar to Thai baht is now 33.47, exactly where it was 1 month ago.
Well, I transferred some money from Canada through Wise early last week, I think Monday.
Right.
And it got here instantly. So that was good. And then the only issues I've had in the past is with the US transfers, taking maybe 2-3 days, right? And I did it on Friday from the US account, and it went right away. So I was happy. Yeah. So maybe they've, whatever reason they were holding it back for 2-3 days, it didn't happen this time. It used to be that quick for a year and a half, and then it slowed down for about 3 months. But now it seems to be back. So that's an update. Alfa Romeo, oh my Buddha, I miss this place. Alpha loves it here. Alchemist, dollar is tanking.
It's going back to what it was a month ago. Yes, Alchemist.
JJ, hey guys, how much is property taxes for a home? What is it based on?
Do you know? I know.
Yes, I do.
Okay, for a home.
Oh, it's bugger all. It's like 1,000 baht.
Nope.
Correctamundo.
Nope.
All right, what's your guess?
For a condo, it's 500 baht.
We didn't say a condo. We said a house.
For a house, it's 1,500 baht per year. Per year.
What I said was an average.
Yeah. So for a condo, I know I asked Malcolm. He said his annual tax bill for his condo, beachfront property, was 500 baht for the year.
It's nothing here, guys.
I asked Frank the same question for his 3-bedroom house. He said it was 1,500 baht for the year.
Taxes are absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's like $40.
Yeah.
$15 or $45 depending.
Yeah, 15 for a condo and 40 for a house.
And now your condo, you'll have homeowner fees, maintenance
on
fees,
top of that.
And that's even here are ridiculously cheap compared to the West.
Yeah.
Your electric bills, ridiculously cheap compared to the West or Europe. You know.
Your electric, your water. Oh my God, water bills under $10.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Use as much water as you want, and it's still under $10 a month.
I had a high bill on electric last month. It was $75 on a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo.
$75.
Yeah, that would have been $200 back in Canada or the Florida. So there you go. It's like a third. Dave Stewart says, Coop, is the Misty dividend put into your broker account directly, or do you have to ask for it? No, it's direct. What about that form to fill in? It's called a W-8B.
Yes.
And it's to notify the broker that you have a tax treaty with the country that you uploaded as your residence. So whatever. Where you file.
And it's paid directly in. You don't have to ask for it. It's done every month on a given day of the month. This month it was the 12th. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of happy campers after that payday, right? Pet Pong, what's the best way to exchange to buy Bitcoin safe and easy? And where do you hold it online or special digital wallets? Thanks. How about sharing that online, but not about crypto?
We don't hold our own coins, Pat, either Brooke or I. We do it through the ETFs to the New York Stock Exchange. So Fidelity, IBIT, ARC, all of them are good to buy, and let them hold it for you. If they lose the keys, they have to reimburse you. You lose the keys, you have an accident, you hit your head, you forgot what the keys were, you're in big trouble. You just lost all your money.
And a lot of people that, believe it or not, held coins in a digital cold wallet, they sold them and took the funds and bought the ETFs.
Yeah.
For the simple reason, I don't want to have to worry about this. Something happens to me, I get in a car accident, I get wiped out. At least my family gets my shares. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it tracks Bitcoin one for one. So I would say the easiest way for newbies out there is just use the ETFs. And all those ones you mentioned, Coop, obviously are listed in the US.
Yeah.
Canada, they have the same ETFs listed in Canada. So you can use it Canadian dollars and buy them in Canada, which is good to know. Giorgio says, the December cruise sounds interesting. Please let me know in private the details and the prices. Coop's Gang Cruise.
Sounds like a great event to have fun.
Coopersville's Cruise.
Yeah, no problem. You're going to be at the meet and greet on the 22nd. Come on along with Mike, and I'll be more than happy to share the details with you.
We could put something on the web page too.
On the Facebook group
page. Yeah. And then even at these
see who wants to do a Christmas cruise.
Yeah, and at the meet and greets, that's a good place to, plant the seeds.
Yeah.
See what happens. White Lime, what are your views on the blatant market manipulation and insider trading going on?
Been going on ever since the markets have been open, and it will always go on. People will try and short the stock and get the stock price to go up or down accordingly. And that's the name of the game. That's what they do. The best way to do it is, I don't sell options. I don't sell calls. I don't do puts. I just buy my stocks, hold, collect my dividends every month, and I don't even worry about it.
The problem, White Lime and Coop, in my opinion, it's not with options, buying or selling. It's with leverage. And so what these market makers, the manipulators, are doing, insiders possibly, is they're looking at the leverage positions. You can actually see that at certain strike prices that are called longs. They're above the price of Bitcoin currently. People thinking they're going to go there. And if they're leveraged, they'll short the coins to drop that price. And those longs get liquidated. They get forced out because their margin is drop. Okay, that's it. You're out of it. You're out of the trade. The reverse happens when they see a lot of shorting of Bitcoin. They'll drive the price up with a lot of fake orders, or call it what you want, and they wipe out the shorts that way. So it's a game they play, and it's basically hurting the leverage guys. Guys like you and me, we don't use leverage. So we just sit on our coins. We don't worry about it, or, coin equivalents, let's say. And but sooner or later, with mass adoption, which is coming, these manipulators won't be able to adjust the price that much on once the adoption takes hold. So you'll see these big candle sweeps, and yeah. Although Coop's right, it's happened throughout time. Alchemist, Occam's razor. We know he loves a grift. Okay. He is shorting the market before tariffs, and take bribes, cover the shorts, go long, then delay the tariffs. Simple as that.
Who knows? It's all just speculation right now.
Speculation. Yeah. If you just make smart investments, and I find the less
follow the money.
Yeah, follow the money.
Where the big boys go, you go too.
And the money is going to Bitcoin. So, you just buy and hold it. Swine Dog 712, there's a newbie. Elon Musk is saving American taxpayers billions. I agree with that. By exposing waste and corruption. We need that in Canada. I'm so thankful for Elon and the DJT.
Oh, well, we got to be careful on here, Swine Dog, because we got Republicans and Democrats. I'm an independent, and I call it like it is. We put down Trump and Elon, other people get upset. And if we talk about Trump and Elon, other people get upset. So we try.
Come on.
I admire free opinion. I admire everybody, whatever their political affiliation is. It doesn't matter to me. And I can talk about politics all day long with anybody from any party. It doesn't matter. I'm independent, So I see the good and bad from both parties. So yeah, we just all agree to disagree and all be friends, because once you get into Thailand and you're retired, folks, none of this BS really matters. It doesn't matter what party you like. The most important thing that you're concerned about in Thailand is, where's the next good restaurant to eat at, Brooke? I went to this place last week. It was fantastic. The food was great. And you'll say to me, oh, I went to this place this week with so-and-so. Oh, it was great too. What was the name of the place you went to? What was the name of the place I went to? And then you're going to these places, and that's it. It's about making community, making friends out here, sharing those experiences and having a great time. Ain't nobody out here whatsoever talking about politics. We don't care. As long as we're getting our monthly money in, we don't give a damn. It doesn't affect us one iota.
Nope.
And that's what I love about Thailand.
Alchemist.
See, there's one right now. Alchemist says, made up BS. See, he doesn't like Elon or Donald Trump, but it's okay because we love everybody on this channel.
Phil T, evening CBD, hoping that Tesla keeps low, need to buy. That's those that know. Correct.
I think it's a stock to watch out for. I really do. And I do own Tesla shares. And I'm independent, and I own Tesla shares.
Yeah, they like Kathy Woods, sharp investor, Tom Lee, Dan Ives. So go look at their price predictions in 5 years for Tesla.
But did you know the first crypto bill was approved this week, bipartisan, in the Senate and the House?
Good.
Trump, the guy that half the channel don't like, signed an executive order changing Biden's rule on crypto and going after crypto companies instead of the bad actors in crypto. And it was supported by both the Dems and the Republicans. Well done to both parties.
A lot of Dems own crypto.
Yeah.
British Knight says, we missed that one. Back up. British Knight says, hi guys, will you be taking part in Songkran starting tomorrow?
No, I'll be in the Philippines, but I'll be back tomorrow night. So I'm going just for 12 hours to the Philippines, pick up the kids, come straight back, and we'll see whether they want to get involved in the water games. They may enjoy that.
I drove down to Rampo Market for a kebab earlier on, and sure enough, two water people I saw out there. Mm-hmm. They had a pickup truck, and little kids were in the back with a big barrel trying to douse you. One had a big shooter gun, trying to squirt you. And then down in the market there, it looked like a drunk expat maybe, or he'd been drinking, and he's got a gun. He's just spraying at everybody.
Good on him.
Yeah. Yep. So you might get wet. Freddie Quinn, if a tourist opens a bank account, would they have access to scan pay? Yes.
Yes.
Or have to wait until they have a visa?
No, if you get the app, the moment that they open the bank account, they'll put the app for you on your phone. They ask you for your phone and tell you to go to the app store. They'll type it in for you, and you just click the accept on the app, download it, and they'll help you set it up with your account number and set it up for the facial recognition, your two-factor identification, and away you go. You're good to go from day one that you open the bank account in Thailand. It works
Scan
instantly.
pay works slick here, guys.
The moment you walk out that bank, it works.
I pretty well use that every day.
Every
Scan
day.
Pay, yep.
It's the best thing since sliced bread over here.
Yep. Alchemist, when America invades Canada, can't wait. Things will get really spicy. The 51st state, Blakester Drums. Does Patty have any plans to improve the water system, or is bottled water going to be the way for the immediate future?
It's the way for the immediate future, I think, Blakester. I'll be honest with you. What a lot of people do out here that are staying in long stay condominiums, they'll go to one of these Home Pro centers, and they'll buy the filters. They'll come over and deliver it and install it for free for you. And then you can get the water out the faucet, and it is cleaner than mineral water that you buy at the stores. And it's tested there in front of you to show you.
I've heard different reports that the water in Thailand is drinkable out of these taps.
It is drinkable, but they don't recommend it.
They don't recommend it. I think they like selling the bottles, making the money, but it certainly ain't like Philippines. There, you wouldn't touch that
I've had
water.
subscribers come out here for a couple months, and they drink the water out the faucet, never gotten sick.
Exactly.
And they said it tastes fine.
Yep.
You know, it's all down to preference, really.
And I met guys in the pool that have those filter systems put in,
Hmm.
and they're under $100,
Yeah,
you know. And you never buy water again. It's kind of interesting.
yeah,
So, yep. Either way, Alchemist, Flakes or Drums. I've heard of people installing
yeah,
water filters in long-term rentals for a few hundred,
yeah. It's about
probably
a
even
hundred.
less than that.
It's about 100 US
Yeah,
for the 4 filter
and you can take
system,
it with you.
and you can take it with you because
Yep,
they don't bolt it into the wall or anything. They just leave it loosely under the sink,
yep,
and that way you can just disconnect it yourself, the hose, and take it with you
yep,
to your next condo or house,
yep.
wherever you're going to move.
El Romeo, a friend, has a decent sized house in the Isan area of Thailand.
Hmm.
The property tax is just double this year. The new revised price is 250 baht for the year. Yes, 250 baht, $7.
$7
Yeah.
US. Wow.
And they doubled. Who
Big money,
knows?
big money. I
There,
know.
that's inflation.
What are you
for
going to
you.
do for it?
KS Wrestler 1, what is your opinion on TSLL? I found a few dividend funds that pay weekly, such as YMAX and QDTE. Yeah.
I prefer my Misty because the more volatile a stock is, the better the dividends, because that's what they're playing against. That's what they're betting against, the volatility.
Yeah.
The more volatile it is, like MicroStrategy, the more you're going to get in dividends. Hence why I like Misty.
Well, Wrestler's got a point. There's a lot of companies now realizing that YieldMax has got a winner.
Oh, they are a big
So
winner.
they're now, and hey, you want to
They're
be a
over
winner,
a
find
two-
a winner and copy them. That's what
They're
doing.
over a $2 billion company now.
Sure, they're
Yeah,
copying
big.
them left and right. So, Misty's proven. Like I think, that's been over a year now. Consistent distributions every month. So there you go. But yeah, some of them pay weekly. Some pay monthly. Take a look at it. They're all listed on the YieldMax webpage.
Yeah.
YMax and QDTE, they won't pay as high of distributions or a percentage like return on your investment, let's say, as some of the other ones. So personally, for me, I was looking at Misty number 1. I like Tesla number 2 and Coney number 3. CONY. Those all 3 were YieldMax. They had decent returns. But then I looked at it and I thought, maybe you're right. Maybe just go all in on Misty.
That's what I've done.
Less headaches, less to worry about. The reason I looked at the other 3, I think they're well supported and they do have a little different payment dates on a couple of them.
Yeah, but for me, Tesla doesn't have enough volatility to get good dividends. You know, it's going to go steadily up, but it's not going to go the big up and downs like Bitcoin does and MicroStrategy. The volatility is your friend if that's what you want to get into the dividend game.
Yeah.
So
it would, for me, it'd be a little more diversified, I guess, is one thing. So, okay. Alchemist, exactly. Escape the American hellhole.
Yeah, get out of it.
Well,
Politics don't matter. Politics
know?
does not matter when you get out here, folks. It really, really doesn't. All of us are friends. We don't even talk about it at a meet and greet. Nobody's going to bring up politics. Nobody whatsoever. It's just something that's not done. All we're talking about is the good life and how everybody's enjoying Thailand and what they're going to do tomorrow or over the next couple of days, who they're going to meet up with, where they're going to go for coffee, where they're going to go for a lunch meetup and hang out, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, Canada's got an election coming a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's going to make a huge difference on the future of the country, in my opinion. Prior to Trudeau stepping down, he didn't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting in. It would have been a landslide victory for the Conservatives, which I think we need. Change is as good as the rest. But this Carney fellow, he's well respected in the financial community, stood up to Trump, talked tough, and he's surged in the polls. So it's about equal now, even. But if they get in again, these liberals, they're just, tax and spenders. Canada's not got a hope, in my opinion. Jay Easy, correctamundo.
And it is correctamundo, Jay Easy. Because if you're in America, specifically in America, I'm going to name it out, and you're Republican, the Democrats are against you. If you're Democrat, the Republicans are against you. And I know Excuse me, folks. I still have a bad cough. I know Americans are sick up to the eyeballs with it. They really are, of politics and all of the hatred and the discrimination based on what political party you're affiliated with. And I understand the need to want to get out of that matrix, whatever party you belong to. Come out here to Thailand and then just enjoy the good life where everybody accepts everybody. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, what your sexual orientation is, what your public affiliation is, what country you come from. It doesn't matter. We all got one thing in common. We want to retire. We want to live a good remainder of our years, and we want to live it with a good quality of life and an affordable life.
And a good woman.
Yeah. And a good woman or
Yeah.
good man. Yeah. Whatever. You know, we have
Woman.
single ladies out here too.
Yeah.
Well, you got a good woman. You're married to Jackie.
Correct, Amundo.
You know, so I'm married to Darlene. Yeah. So, yeah, that is the main thing and the main reason everybody wants to come out and retire to Thailand. And we built this community for friendship, so everybody gets along. Politics is not even discussed, only on the live streams. When you get out here, it's never ever discussed.
Most of the people here have I would say, a conservative leaning, possibly Republican, if they're, so inclined. Yeah, I'm telling you,
No,
you
I'd
can
say we
say
got
all you
equal
want.
share
You
of
can
each.
talk. People have left their home countries because of what's happened, and typically the countries are under what I would say, far left rules and wokeness and things like that.
I'm agreed to disagree with that.
Well, then you can disagree.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of people come here, sure, maybe for that last love, but there's even more, I think, realize, Jesus, I'm going to have a better quality of life in Thailand.
That I agree with.
For a lot less money. And, if you're struggling in the West, probably a decent pension or decent salary, but just, Jesus, there's, it's paycheck to paycheck. And in the meanwhile, you're not happy, right? You come to Thailand, you can have the same paycheck and you're saving money every month, big money probably, and you're living a quality life without the drama.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a no-brainer. Once people get here and see it in reality, because it's all talk till your boots on the ground, they get hooked pretty quick. And it's too hot there. Yeah, bullshit. You'll get used to it, and it's great.
Oh yeah,
I don't like snow anymore. I don't want to see snow.
I don't like
anymore.
the cold.
No,
that's why I love Thailand. It's so close to the equator. We never have a winter.
And Terry Fallon back shoveling snow when they could be here having a ball. John Hollinger, hey guys, John from Wisconsin. There's another cold place. House sale closes on May 2nd. Buying the ticket on the 3rd. See you at Fraser's very soon. Drinks on me.
Ooh,
Johnny's
nice.
going to be there.
Good to see you, John. Yes, please.
That'll be nice. Jay Easy, plus.
Thank you, Jay.
Blakester Drums, just starting to fill my ETF bag. Started in January. Currently have 218 Misty. Well done. Paycheck every month then. In your opinion, what is a good number to have in a Misty bag? It's like Bitcoin. There is, just get more.
Yeah. I say a good bag to have a Misty is 1,000 shares. That'll give you $1,000 income a month.
A little over
1,300
last month. And if you're American, you keep it all till tax day.
1,300 around about a month is a very good amount. And what people have been doing, Blakester, is they'll get into Misty slowly, maybe buy a couple hundred shares like you did. And then their first dividend check, they just buy more shares.
Buy a little more.
Buy a little more. 3-4 months down the road, they've got 1,000 shares. Okay, now I'll start collecting it. Or maybe only collect like half of it. Take $500 and put another 500 or 800 back into buying more shares and then growing your bag while you're still getting some extra money is a great way of doing it.
So if you're sitting there in the West and you say, Jesus, I was kind of late to the game saving for retirement. At my age, I should have a lot more. Well, it is what it is. So, but maybe you got 100,000 and you say, well, fine. If I bought 2,000 shares of Misty, that's only 40 grand. You still keep 60 in your other investments, emergency, whatever. 2,000 shares will give you currently 2,600 a month.
Yeah.
And even if you got to pay your 15%, you'll still be left with around 2,000.
Exactly.
And you can live a great life in Thailand on 2,000 US here. We're talking a month.
Yeah.
And you've only put 40% of your 100,000 retirement money into it.
Hmm.
So you're still saving in 60 and let it grow, an emergency, whatever. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
my goal is to take half of it and put it back in every month.
Smart. Good idea.
To grow the bag.
Keep building your bag.
Yeah.
White line, Tesla will suffer badly with Orange Man's tariffs. Well, see, there's a misnomer. They won't, because the cars are built in the US and the parts are sourced 99 or 98% in the US. So it's the other car companies, because all their parts are coming from Mexico and Canada. Tesla sources. So watch out all that FUD you hear about Tesla. It's when you start digging in, and I watch videos.
Well, his
daily.
overseas plants will get hurt, like China.
They don't
and Germany.
ship
Well,
here.
they were shipping the Model S to China. They've had to stop it now because of the tariffs.
They'll build them in China, and they're shipping in China. It'll be biggest country for them, probably.
So I do know there's been problems there.
Dave Stewart, what is the travel time Bangkok to the Philippines? I'd be interested.
3 hours, 30 minutes by airplane.
Pretty quick.
It's pretty quick.
Yep.
Short flight.
Alpha Male, Fidelity and BlackRock offering a Bitcoin retirement ETF? ? The adoption is moving fast now.
They quite possibly will be jumping on the bandwagon with Misty.
A lot of new offerings coming out, guys.
Watch this space.
I see the advertisements for 100% Bitcoin guaranteed ETFs. And then you can go back to 90, even down to 80%. And, the lower percentage that, of your investment, the higher the return you'll get. If you want 100% of your money back based on what, Bitcoin does, you make a bit of return when it jumps, but not as much as the other guys. So, but there's all kinds of offerings coming. Wayne Wilkinson, would you know if a foreigner can open a bank account on a 60-day visa, exempt the savings account?
Yes, you can. You can right now. There are several agents that can do it in the area,
which is kind of nice of you here, eh? Frank T, do you have to change the filter in the water system?
Yes, every 6 months.
Yeah,
one of our subscribers that did it here in our compound, when he bought his water filtration system, they gave him a spare set of cartridges. And they gave him their business card, so that way when he runs out, they can come back and give him some more cartridges.
I would just get the agents who first off, I'd get the installer. Like, get them to wherever you buy it, get them install it.
I go straight to the manufacturer. I would.
Bingo. Okay.
So that way you won't have a problem getting replacement cartridges.
Well, no, and even get them to do the cartridges. Like, just it's so cheap here to pay the labor guys. It's crazy. Swine Dog says, I visited Thailand for 30 days in October 23. I'm hoping to come back and visit again this winter. Any news on whether the 60-day rule will still be in effect for tourists from the U.S.? So far,
none.
So good.
At the moment, there is no change. It's only rumor. They're talking about it. So until anything is concrete, everything is still the same. Just talk right now.
Philip Hunt, happy Songkran, everyone. I will be there for the last couple of days of it. I have a waterproof sack for my mobile, so I'm looking forward to getting wet. You will the first year because it's all new. And then after that, we'll see. Looking forward to the meetups. Yep.
And thank you, Philip.
Jay Easy, get some goggles, Philip.
Yeah, they put powder on your face, and talcum powder on your face. It's sort of, good fortunes for the new year.
Yeah.
It's what they do in the Buddhist religion. They put talcum powder on your face. Don't be offended if somebody comes up and does it. Let them do it. It's them giving you, wishing you well for the future. It's sort of an insult if you sort of turn around and you get angry with them.
Yeah,
don't do it. It's part of their religion. Go with the flow.
Yeah, go with the flow.
If you're out and about, expect it to be done. I just put my forehead down and let them put a little bit of white talcum powder on there and say, "Cup and cup, thank you."
It's like a blessing. All good things will happen to you.
Yeah, it's a good blessing.
And Truck Morton, hey everyone. Yes, Thailand has been a welcome respite from the troubles wrapped in problems that was my situation back in the good old USA. Now it's trips to Big C.
Yeah,
Big C.
There you go.
Market here.
It's good supermarket here. Supermarket, mini mall.
Yeah.
It's good. And thank you for that. And Thailand is a big blessing away from the U.S.
Yeah.
All those stresses and problems you had, and your views, your opinions, your color, the neighborhood you lived in. If you are on the wrong side of this neighborhood, the other neighborhood didn't like it, you're not going to have any of that over here. Everybody just gets along and has a great time. And she is living proof. She's over here, single lady by herself, enjoying the good life. Well done, Annie. My hat's off to you, sweetheart.
Swine Dog, sorry I made a political comment earlier. Don't be sorry.
That's no problem.
I agree. It's nice to focus on more pleasant things.
Yeah, it's no problem here, Swine. Sometimes we do have political comments in here, but I don't mind if we have political comments, whether it's one side or the other, as long as we're doing it in a nice and respectful way to each other. I have no problem with it because at the end of the day, we just type in there, okay, agree to disagree, and we move on to the next bit. And that's what's great about this community. We can talk about anything and everything, and we're all still friends at the end of the day. So no problem there, Swine Dog, whatsoever.
Nicholas, I am in a long distance relationship with a Thai girl for 18 months now. She
Mhm.
is now asking me for money to study the master's degree and wants me to sponsor her. What should I do?
Um,
I would fly over and meet her.
that's the first thing I would ask, Nicholas. Have you actually met her in person? If you haven't met her in person, it's just an online relationship, I'd be a bit wary about it, to be honest with you. If it's somebody that you've been with for a long time, you know, and you trust, and you've been here many times and you've seen her many times, and you see that she's above board, why not help out a little bit? That wouldn't bother me one way or another. If I knew her and I trusted her. The one thing that you have to be careful with is these online relationships with these girls that you never met and you're planning on coming out in a couple of years. And it's nice to have a bit of company and somebody to talk to from the opposite sex. I get all that. I understand where you're coming from. I've been there. I was single in Afghanistan when I was over there. And yeah, I tried the online dating thing. But that would be my number one concern is have you actually spent any time with her? Do you know her? And do you feel that you can trust her? Some of these girls out there, I've seen it firsthand. They have 5, 6 boyfriends, and we've seen it firsthand with our
All of them
own
sending the
eyes.
money.
And all of them sending them money, and they're all laughing and joking and comparing how many stupid foreigners they got sending them money. So be careful in what you do. And if you haven't actually met her in person, test her. See what you say. Say, I can't afford it right now, but when I come out to Thailand, I'll be more than happy to support you. See what she does. Play the test game.
Yeah.
If she walks away and says, no, I'm angry and blocks you, then you know all she was after was your money in the first place.
Alfa Romeo, gents, make sure you look both ways when leaving the condo. You never know who's waiting for you with a water pistol, water balloons, and cooling powder.
I know who it won't be. Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, it won't be Alfa. He's not here.
In Canada.
He wishes he was
I
here.
know.
Nomad Jack, get me some.
Got me some. Yep, Misty.
Nomad Jack again, got me some Misty 1780. Ooh, goodbye
Well
there,
done.
Nomad. Go, Orange Man. Yeah, 1780 was a heck of a buy.
It is
Man,
anything under $20
I think it's
is a heck of a
19
buy.
and change now.
1980.
I think anything under 20 is a good buy.
Yeah.
It'll be back up. Nicholas, yes, met while I was on sabbatical in Thailand, lived together for 6 months. Okay, well, there you go. You've been together. Great advice. Thank you.
Yeah, if she's a trustable girl and you spent time with her and you know her and you know she's loyal and supportive and she wants to better her life, yeah, I would be more than willing to help out. I mean, Brooke and I do that for our wives. We help their children. I help Darlene's children in the Philippines.
Yep.
Brooke, you help Jackie's son in the Philippines.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you know, it's part of a relationship, you know, and once you get to trust somebody, then. But I wouldn't do it if you'd never met the person. No, that's the biggest no-no in the world.
Education
is a lot of fake people out there.
Oh,
scamming.
too many. Most of them, I would say there's more scammers than not.
Yeah.
You know, but I think the best investment you can make, Nicholas, is in education. So if she's the one and your plans are to come back here, I would say that's probably a good investment for you. You know, you get a master's degree, it helps you anywhere you go, especially in Thailand, I'm sure.
Yeah. And then she'll be able to support you in your old age. Yeah, so good trade there. And that is it. We're out of time, out of comments for today. Thank you all so very much. There will be no live stream on Monday because I'm not getting back into Thailand till about 3 o'clock on Monday morning. So there's not going to be a crypto live stream Monday. So we're going to make up for it on Tuesday. And have a crypto live stream this week only on Tuesday instead of Monday, and then be back to our regular Wednesday and Saturday schedule. So until then, wherever you are, thank you for coming on, joining Coopersthaiadventure. Romeo says, Coop, I hired a group of kids waiting outside your condo. It's the best I can do.
Yeah.
You haven't paid them enough, brother.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Swine Dog says, thanks, guys. That was awesome. And thank you, Swine Dog, for coming on here and joining us. Romeo says, safe travels. Thank you, Romeo. Yeah, we're only going to be going to the Philippines just for a quick turnaround. Get the kids at the airport, get back on the plane, fly back. Because they're too young to be able to travel by themselves.
Make Darlene smile,
and if you haven't yet, guys, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge, and it helps support the channel. And we are up to 88 likes, 12 short.
Away.
We try and get 100 likes for every live stream. So you're still on the 97 people, and you haven't done it yet. Pound that thumbs up button for us, please. It really, really helps us, and we appreciate it.
Here's Johnny. Good morning, guys. I finally did it. Last week, I got 900 Misty at 1866, and the next day, 200 more at 19 and a quarter. So you averaged
in at $19. Well done.
Still under 19 as an average. He's got 1,100 shares, picking up about 1,100 American.
Yep. So well done there. So yeah, you got 1,100 shares. So you're going to be making about $1,500 a month on that. At a minimum. It does go up. So you'll find the more volatility that the stock has, the more you'll get back return. The highest it was $4.40 a share. So think about what you would be getting. You get $4 for every share you got. Well, that would put you at
$4,400
for the month.
For 1 month, yeah.
Yeah, so not bad there, and a good source of income to boost your retirement.
There's a whack of retirees here, guys. Look into it. Do your own research. YieldMax is the company that runs these ETFs.
Yeah.
And there is you wouldn't believe how many expats here have it.
101, we did it.
Yeah,
yes, 101 likes. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. God bless you all. And until Tuesday, stay tuned.
Good night.